What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Grizz, and today we're going to be attempting to rebuild the Denver Broncos. Now, obviously, the Broncos are kind of a weird team. Russell Wilson, they did just decide to bench him for the rest of the season, even though they were still competing for a playoff spot. Just kind of a weird one to me, but I guess I'm not the coach. Coach knows best, right? So we will be looking to trade him probably this season. Hopefully, pick up a first-round pick off of somebody. But aside from that, just kind of gonna be rolling with the squad. Um, as much as I like this Jonathan Cooper, I think Drew Sanders is definitely a guy that I want in the lineup everywhere. So we're gonna be really focusing on Drew Sanders for sure, because he's gonna be a guy that's going to pretty well run the offense or defense. Hopefully, we can progress him to be our captain, because him and Pat Surtain are the only bright spots on our defense for right now. So obviously, we're going to be focusing on all those guys. But first things first, I think we're going to look to trade away Russell Wilson. So let me see what I can get for him, and I'll be right back. So I call up the Raiders here at mid-season. They want good old Russell Wilson. So we make it happen. Russell Wilson, Mike Purcell on the fourth for their first from this year. And I think that might be our only trade. The only other trade that I might look to make a deal for would be Tim Patrick, just because we're not using him and we don't plan on using him. But aside from that, I think we're just going to go to the end of the season, see how the team performed, and then just go from there. Alright guys, so this is completely unexpected, but we flipped Tim Patrick, Nick Bonito, and Fleming in a fifth and 2/7 for the Saints first round pick. Obviously, Tim Patrick is the guy we weren't using as well as the other guys. And then our fifth and sevenths, I typically don't even go to that point of the draft. So those were some people that we're never going to use, never going to be part of our game plan, and some picks that the CPUs were going to draft some hidden depth chart running back that'll never see the field. So we'll 100% take that. But unless someone has interest in some P. Ryan, which they do not, we're going to go ahead and sim to the off season. Alright guys, at the end of season number 1, we go 5-12. I was kind of hoping to go a little worse than that, but at least it'll be hopefully a top 10 pick. We have the 24th best offense. Oops, I did not mean to do that. 24th best offense and the 21st best defense, so not terrible. Jarrett Stidham, 16-8, 1,800 yards. Came in a mid-season, kind of held his own. Rushing wise, 1,208 out of Javante. P. Ryan took some of his touchdowns for sure. Ooh. Yikes. 9 touchdowns, 1 touchdown, 7 and 8. So we were getting our touchdowns, definitely not our yardage. That's for dang sure. Defensively, Pat Surtain with 105 tackles. DJ Jones with 5 sacks, 4.5 out of Drew Sanders, 4.5 out of Baron Browning. Okay. 3 picks out of Morau, 2 out of Alex Singleton, 2 out of Simmons, 2 out of Pat Surtain. Okay, we'll definitely take that for sure. I don't think those 5 sacks are going to be enough for Drew Sanders to win Defensive Player of the Year. Mims comes in at number 6. We'll take that. And it's not, but he does come in at number 2, so he could possibly still get a depth trade upgrade off that. Not 100% sure. I guess we'll find out in the off season. Alright guys, so here in week 1 of free agency, we go ahead and bring in Geno Stone. I know you guys that are diehard Broncos fans are looking at you like, bro, Grizz, he's a free safety. Don't worry. Justin Simmons is not going to be traded. I'm going to move Geno Stone over to strong safety. So you're fine, you're fine. We went ahead and pissed off the Chiefs a little bit. We stole Willie Gay from him. 26-year-old, right outside linebacker. 78 overall. Got him on a 3-year, very team-friendly deal. So definitely not going to complain about that. We also re-signed Lloyd Cushenberry. You got to. The dude's a beast. We got Chris Barnes kind of waiting here. hopefully we get him. I will bump up his deal a little bit because with his star depth trait, 26 years old, I'm not going to complain about that. Ooh, wait. Hold on. Maybe I offered him a little more. He's worth 4 mil a piece. I guess 8 mil if you look at it that way. Alright. We're definitely going to get him. And then aside from that, I think we're going to go after some ends, hopefully. And that'll probably be it. We'll probably save the rest of the money. Hey guys, so to end off free agency, we brought in Geno Stone, like we've already talked about, Willie Gay. I did go ahead and bring in Mike Dana on a team-friendly deal. And then we also signed Jeff Okudah on a team-friendly deal as well. We did miss out on Chris Barnes. We didn't sign a middle linebacker. But the way I look at it is we have Alex Singleton, and then we can just go ahead and kind of slide in Drew Sanders. So nothing to really complain about. So let's get right into the draft, and let's keep building up this team, and hopefully we have a franchise quarterback here in round 1. Franchise quarterback. Boom. Cha-ching. We take Corey Tucker here. You can see his stats. You can see his overview. Hidden dev trait. I believe the one-arm flex is star, but I'm not extremely worried about that. 90 acceleration, 87 agility, 92 change of direction, 81 speed, 93 throw power. We'll take it. And he's a scheme fit, guys. That is one thing that I think I might have been messing up on, is I was taking non-scheme fit players and also signing non-scheme fit players. So that's something that I'm going to try to focus on in this rebuild a little more. And who knows? That might have been what I was messing up with. I mean, it would make sense, right? Aside from this, we don't really need any offense unless there's like a generational tight end talent. So I'm going to really look at getting some defensive players. So I'm going to kind of look around in the draft and see who we're going to draft here. And here with our second first-round pick, we pick up Cole Stewart, a defensive tackle out of LSU. As you can see, 95 strength is insane. Hidden dev trait, 21 years old. We'll 100% take that. No complaints out of me. And we also have the 31st pick. And I know I was talking and I said we don't really need a tight end. But, guys, look at this dude. Look at him. We're taking him. Oh! That's a kick in the nuts right there. Dolkick said, really? You even take a tight end here? That sucks. Hopefully he's high overall. He did have some great looking stats. And then this is probably the last pick I'm going to take. Might be a corner actually. Might be. Might not be a corner. They all kind of suck. Don't want that. There's no middle linebackers. I mean, there is some middle linebackers that are scheme fits, but nothing crazy. This guy looks solid, but not a scheme fit. You know, I should have let CPU decide who we're going to take here. We had 2 solid picks. Hopefully that tight end is a high overall, but we'll see at the recap. Alright guys, so here at draft recap, nothing crazy, but we had 4 73 plus overall guys, and all going to be starters, aside from maybe Mayweather. He might not be, but that's only because Dolkick typically does progress pretty nicely, and usually, with me running Kansas City's offense, he should get a dev trade upgrade pretty quick. People are wanting Willie Gay. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that. And who was the other trade offer? Geno Stone. I'm definitely not going to do anything with that. Unless it's something that completely blows me away, which, nope. Alright. Well, we're going to sim to mid-season, see who I can re-sign, and then just kind of take it off from there. Alright guys, our lineup heading into year 2 is as shown. We got obviously Marvin Mims, who is an 80 overall. Dolkick, like I said, being a 76. So let's take that. We're going to let the Rook run fullback, I guess. We have Tucker in here as a hidden depth trade. Obviously, O-line is very solid. And then defensively, Pat Surtain, obviously Justin Simmons, move Geno Stone over to strong safety like I was talking about. And yeah, this is kind of the squad. Let's go get some dubs, hopefully. Mid-season mark, we did go ahead and bring back Javonte Williams on a 6-year deal. It was huge because it was kind of a steal in my opinion. He's cheaper than Miners is going to be. Hopefully we do get him back. I'm going to see what the trade value out there for Justin Simmons is. We'll see what's out there for him. Judy's a guy that we're definitely going to want to bring back. Hopefully we still get him back. Baron Browning, 100% going to want him back. Damn, nobody wants to come. Jonathan Cooper, we'll let him walk. Caden Stearns, we'll let him walk as well. Garrett Bowles, no, I want to get him on at least another 1-year deal. Cool. But aside from that, I think that's it. I'm going to look and see what the trade market is like for Justin Simmons, only because he wants to sign a 3-year deal. By the time that 3-year deal is up, he's going to be like a 0 overall. So let me see what I can get out of him, and we'll kind of see what happens. So Jerry Jeudy said that he didn't want to come back to the squad. So what do? We flip him a 4th and a 7th to the Falcons for Drake London. Obviously, very hard to say no to a trade like that. And then I didn't record it. I feel very stupid for not. But I did trade Justin Simmons to the Colts for their 1st-round pick. Obviously, not anything crazy, but picking up another 1st is huge. And hopefully we can just kind of pick up a safety in free agency. Because like I said, by the time it gets to the point of Simmons, the end of his deal, dude's going to be like a 60 overall. He's not going to be worth anything. Not really, but 70 overall is very possible. So that's kind of where we're at with that. Oh, I forgot about this guy. We're going to do this. And then we'll put Browning over here, right end. Oh, man. But yep, that's going to be it for right now in regards to trades. Obviously, we sent past the trade deadline. And we're going to just kind of see what the team turns into here. So let's get into it. Guys, here in year number 2, we do go 4-13, which is terrible. But hopefully we improved in some spots. 22nd overall offense, terrible. And 26 defense, so terrible as well. Corey Tucker had 4,000 yards, 22 touchdowns to 19 picks. Obviously, need to get those picks down, but aside from that, not a bad year. 961 and 12 out of Javonte. Loved the rushing touchdowns. Could get the yards up. Receiving wise, Dole Kick had 1,007. Cortland Sutton 907 and 6. 876 and 7 out of Mims. And in the few games that Drake London played with us, 582 and 1. So we'll definitely take that. Defensively, Drew Sanders had a great year. We had Baron Browning with 13.5 sacks. We will definitely take that. 5 out of Zach Allen, 4 out of Mike Dana. 6 picks out of Drew Sanders. Damn. 2 out of Okuda, 2 out of Pat Surtain, 2 out of the Rook, 1 out of Willie Gay. Okay. Dang, Drew Sanders had a great year. Obviously, no Broncos in the MVP conversation. Or the good old Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, though, Baron Browning and Drew Sanders both come in at 5 and 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Corey Tucker, so that's a guaranteed depth trade upgrade. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, we didn't really have anyone break out, so I wasn't expecting much there. So obviously, with 4 wins, you can't expect a playoff berth. So we're going to get right into the off season, and we'll pick up whenever we go to see if we can re-sign Quinn. Alright guys, so some pretty big upgrades here. Tucker's a superstar. Dole Kick goes up to superstar. And then defensively, Browning and Drew Sanders are superstars. So we'll 100% take that. And we didn't re-sign Quinn yet. He said no, he wants to test out free agency. Hopefully we can either get him or somebody. Oh my god, Jettis is here. Why is Justin Jefferson here? What? Bro. Oh wait, what is he? There he is. I mean, if we don't get him, we can... I mean, there's plenty of guys to go after, so that's a plus. I'm going to offer him 8 and 7.5. And then I'm going to look at the rest of free agency. Probably not going to go after Jettis, but obviously you have to offer him something, right? Justin Jefferson, but we did go ahead and bring back Quinn, which is absolutely huge for us. So now I'm going to go after, obviously, Owusu-Koramoah. Those of you that watch any of my videos know that I love getting him. And then we're going to kind of see what else is out there. It might not make any more signings, might save some money. But we probably do want to go ahead and bring in at least some sort of safety. Alright, and we do bring in the boy Owusu-Koramoah. And we also signed Reed Blankenship to be our starting strong safety so that we can keep... God dang it, what's his name? Love? Is that who we have? At free safety. So that's some pretty dang solid signings. And we get Dre Greenlaw. Oh my god. Okay, this linebacker core just took a huge jump. Alright. 4 huge signings here in free agency, and now let's get into the draft. Guys, our second overall pick is Jeff Beacham, defensive tackle. Our D-line was our biggest point of emphasis on the team so far. So, what do? We draft one. Hopefully he's a beast for us, and I'm probably going to look at trading the pick we got from the Saints. We're just going to kind of look around and see what's out there for it. Thinking about trading away the pick, and then I saw this dude just sitting here. Deontay Henry, 21-year-old corner out of Syracuse. Just look at those stats. Hidden depth trade. The only reason that I am signing this guy or drafting this guy is because the corner that we drafted last season did turn out to have normal dev trade. So, not someone that I'm really looking at keeping at that position. So, hopefully, that guy can kind of sub in for that and just kind of take it over. Oh my god, this guy's a generational safety. Yeah, I can't pass on that. He might step down and play some corner. We might look to trade Blankenship. I don't know. It's gonna completely depend on what his overall is. He might even play sub linebacker. So here with our third round pick, we do need an end. So I'm gonna look around, see what's out here, and hopefully make a selection that's a good one. Crap, guys, what a draft. 77 overall Jeff Beacham, 76 overall Deontay Henry, 81 overall Terrell Reddick. He's probably the best player in the draft. I gotta look. Oh no, he's not. There's an 83 overall halfback, but one of the highest rated. This is a deep safety class. That's crazy. But that means we're probably gonna be looking to trade Blankenship. Not that I really want to per se, but don't really have a need for him now. We got a rook, gonna be making a lot less money. Scheme fit. It's kind of the name of the game, right? But I'm gonna look around. I'll look and see what we can do with them. But check out the lineup and decide what I want to do. So I wanted defensive end help, so I picked up Derek Brown and Brian Burns from the Panthers for our first, second, and third from this year. Obviously, we're heading into one of the final years of the rebuild, so those picks are kind of going to be irrelevant. Went ahead and traded away Zach Allen and Mike Dana, 2 guys that aren't going to obviously get any playing time with these 2 guys on the field. And then I'm going to move Brian Burns to be a left end. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let Brian Burns be a left end, and then obviously Derek Brown's going to fill in at right end. Huge improvement here, guys. Yeah, where's he at? So that's what I'm going to do, and then we're going to see if this team can make the playoffs, maybe get a ring. Super disappointed season here as we go 6-11. I don't understand how. 12th best offense, so the offense wasn't exactly the problem. And holy crap, the defense was terrible. How? Tucker had a good year. I mean, touchdowns definitely need to come up a little bit. Javonte Williams had a very solid season for us. Marvin Mims had a great year. Dolkick as well. Sutton, Drake London, not great, but I mean, someone's got to take a hit. Greenlaw and Owusu-Koramoah had great seasons. 14.5 sacks out of Brian Burns, 6 out of Derek Brown. We'll take that for sure. 4 picks out of Surtain, 2 out of Terrell Reddick. What happened? Yearly awards, obviously. I mean, Tucker came in at number 10. We'll take that. AFC, no Bronco. Defensive Player of the Year, no Bronco. Offensive Rookie of the Year, defensive, nothing. Okay. So we're gonna pick it up in the off season. Obviously, look at any trades you might be able to make. Maybe some free agency signings depending on how money looks. And in our 4th and final season, hopefully we can get a freaking ring. It's been a while. It's dry out here. Alright, so good old Garrett Bowles decided to retire on us. So we're going to trade Reed Blankenship, a second and a third for Ronnie Staley to be our left tackle. And then the only other position that we really need is a middle linebacker 2. So let's do that, and then I think the lineup will be set. And then we trade the rest of our draft capital for Tremaine Edmonds to be our middle linebacker 1, which means that Drew Sanders will move over to middle linebacker 2, but still a very solid trade nonetheless. Alright, so the one position that we are lacking at is left guard. So I went ahead and threw a bag at the Chiefs for Joe Thuney, a 90 overall left guard to fix that problem. Why not? It had lost his depth trade, so called the Bengals and traded for Cam Taylor-Britt, and that's going to be our team heading into the 4th year. So here in the last year, we go 14-3, and that gives us a first round bye, so you will 100% take that. And we have the 2nd best offense in the league. Love to see it. And the 7th best defense in the league. So all around a great team. 4,500 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions out of Corey Tucker. Heck yeah. 1,215 out of Javonte Williams. Receiving wise, 2,000-yard receivers in Mims and Sutton, 10 and 3 apiece. And then Dolkick had 927 and 12. And London followed it up with 806 and 5. Defensively, Tremaine Edmonds had a great year. 12 sacks out of Koramoah, 11.5 out of Brian Burns, and 10.5 out of Derek Brown, with Beecham following up with 6.5. 4 picks out of Pat Surtain, 2 out of Deontez Henry, 1 out of Koramoah, 1 out of Greenlaw. Quite a few people had 1. So we 100% take that. Reward-wise, Tucker comes in at number 9. Javonte Williams comes in at number 4 for Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, we had Owusu and Brian Burns coming in at 7 and 8. Obviously, no rooks on the squad. So, last thing to look at, who are we going to be taking on in the divisional round? As we're simming right here, and it is going to be, the Kansas City Chiefs here in the divisional. Little division rival here. Hopefully we can take him out. I really want to get a ring. We do, barely. We win by a field goal. And now we're taking on the 13-4 Jacksonville Jaguars here in the AFC Championship. And we win 21-20. Oh my gosh. Back-to-back close games. And it looks like we're going to be taking on the Chicago Bears in the Super Bowl. They are 12-5. Their best player is an auto-generated running back that they drafted. Okay. Before we get into it, let's take a look at the roster. See if we got any depth trade upgrades off of this. Tucker goes up to an X Factor. Dolkick goes up to an X Factor. Javonte Williams goes up to a superstar. Defensively, Brian Burns goes up to an X Factor. Pat Surtain goes up to an X Factor. But that's it. I mean, doesn't seem like anything to really complain about for sure. So we're going to upgrade our players here. And my plan is to play the first drive. Typically that's what I like to do. I like to get a little bit of action myself in. And hopefully we can grab ourselves a ring against the good old Chicago Bears. I wonder if they still have Justin Fields as their quarterback. I'm sure they do, but we'll see. Alright guys, we do start with the ball. They have a superstar kicker in Maynard. Definitely an auto-generator as well. We're just going to go ahead and take this in back of the end zone. Start at the 25-yard line. Here we go, Sean Payton. I do plan on getting you another ring, my guy. Alright, first play, we're going to run it with Javonte Williams here. Right up the middle pretty much with the inside zone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you serious, bro? On the first play of the game, we get a touchdown, 75 yards to the casa with Javonte Williams. Alright, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and sim to the end. Hopefully that is enough for the Broncos to finish it out. Let's see. The Bears come down, they score a field goal. They do take a 10-7 lead. We followed up with a touchdown of our own. We missed both of the field goals though. 24-20, 23-24, 31-23, 31-31, 34-31. Are you serious? We win another close battle, guys. Oh my god. What are the freaking chances we win by a field goal? We win by 1 point, and then we win by a field goal in the Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, it's about time we win one. So I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's bring on the new year. Hopefully the new year's a turnaround for us. This is the first rebuild of 2024, and your boy's already got himself a ring. I mean, shoot, that's kind of hard to say no to, right? Alright, but if you guys did enjoy it, crush those buttons, comment what team you'd like to see me rebuild next, and have a great rest of your night.